Welcome to Murdoch University Debate. This is the second of a series of debates for Khaleej Times newspaper. The topic for today is, can a person make a significant difference towards improving the environment? If yes, how? If not, why not? We have 10 participants, all students from Murdoch University. 5 of them think that yes, a person can make a significant contribution towards improving the environment, and the other 5 of them think that no, a person cannot make a significant contribution towards improving the environment. I will let the participants to introduce themselves and start the debate with their argument. Could you, David, start, please?
Good afternoon, moderator. I am David Reza, standing opposing the motion, the debating topic that says, can one person make significant contribution towards improving the environment?
Moses?
Penawe Moses. I'm here to oppose the motion and question that, can one person make a significant contribution towards improving the environment?
I'm Jessica, and I, like the rest of my team, am also here to oppose the notion that one person can make a significant change or contribution to the environment, and this is backed up with various pieces of information throughout the debate. Will come up.
Aswin?
Hi, my name is Ashwin van Lochem. I'm also against the argument of that one single person can contribute to the environment in a positive manner.
Hi, my name is Shabazz, and as the rest of my team, I'm opposing the topic that one person can make a significant change in the environment, and we will be arguing based on various facts and also personal beliefs.
Thank you. Mr. Afghani?
Hi, my name is Jahanzeb Bhagwani, and my major is screen production, and I do believe that one person can make a change and improvement in environment, and that's it.
Hi, my name is Trishna. I am for the motion. I think that one person can make a significant change in the environment.
Hello, I'm Ashwata, and yes, one person can contribute to the improving of the environment.
Hi, my name is Saad, and I say yes, one person can make a difference to improving the environment.
I'm Aya Hassan. I'm a public I'm a public relations student, and I say yes, one individual can make a change towards the environment.
Thank you very much. At the end of the debate, our audience will select the 2 best speakers, one from each group. So we are going to start the debate, and I'm going to place a question. On our daily activities, we have an impact on the environment. We drive cars, we choose to eat some kinds of food, we choose not to recycle. So don't you think that changing our lifestyles, we can have an improvement in the environment? Who wants to break the ice? Aswata?
Yes, one person can make a difference. Even like small things that they do in their daily lifestyle will contribute to improving the environment substantially.
How?
Like, for example, like you said, recycling, and for example, taking shorter showers. Like a 10-minute shower would consume about 50 gallons of water. Instead, if they take a 3-minute shower, it will just consume like 15 gallons of water.
Okay. What do you think about that?
With respect to your statement, it's easy to say that one person can make small changes to their daily routine, such as taking shorter showers. You go to the other side of the world, for example, you go to Australia, and we have water restrictions, so you can only water your grass within certain times of the day, in the morning and at night time. And then, for example, you roam the streets of Dubai and you see the irrigation is trickling on the side of the road. So while one country or one small populace is trying to make a difference, on the other side of the world it seems as if there is not much of an effort being put into place. And so, for example, they have the metro now, the green metro in Dubai. Now, although it's been implemented, it's been opened, how much of the population of Dubai is actually using this metro when the rest of the population is using their cars, their motorbikes, all these things that emit the carbon and fossil fuels, which is harmful for the environment at the end of the day?
I think Aya wants to say something.
I want to say, with all respect to your position as well, Dubai, you mentioned the metro in Dubai and how people are not using it and they prefer using the car. But if you think of Dubai, it's a very young country. it's just starting for like 3 years ago. So 30 years ago. So at the fact that they're doing something towards the environment, that's very encouraging for the rest of the world to do something. So if in Australia, for example, there's restrictions for water and the people need to use water in certain times of days, here there's no restrictions and you can use it any time of the day. So if you think globally and act reasonably from your country, that will change the environment to the better.
Yeah,
I'd like to add to Aya. Also, against your argument, the water that they're using for irrigation is recycled sewage water. So even if they're using it during the day and stuff, it's completely okay because the water is being reused. So they are taking an initiative towards the environment.
May I say something against that?
Of course, yeah.
I completely agree. The water that they're using here is being recycled, but how they're recycling it, they're building factories or sewage plants or plants to desalinate the water to change it, which at the end of the day is still causing carbon fuels. It's still causing all these bad toxins to be released into the environment. So it's not like one person is desalinating, which goes back to the initial topic of can one person save the environment or make a significant contribution. At the end of the day, for example, Al Gore, he's been promoting and sort of bringing to awareness this whole climate change, the carbon emissions, all that sort of thing for a long time now, and he's done a great job. But at the same time, if he didn't have his team, if he didn't have his supporters, at the end of the day it's just an idea, or it's just someone opening our eyes. And if we don't have a team bringing it together, helping each other, how can he change the world on his own?
Sorry, Mr. Agani, and then yourself.
Can I say something? Yeah.
Yes.
Sustainable Harvest International is an organization dedicated for the improvement of environment. It was founded by a single individual, and that individual was just a coffee salesman person. And it was just one question he asked himself every day, that what can I do to make a difference in this world? And later on he got the opportunity and he formed an organization who has impacted over 2.18 million. They have planted trees, and over 500 acres of land has been reforested for them. So my point is that one organization, although that whole organization is working, was formed by a single individual with a single idea and with a single vision.
I think David wanted to say something, and then you, Moses.
You see, one person might come with an idea, but for that idea to be credible and authentic and have authority, you must involve the expertise of various professions based on the discipline before that idea can work. You must involve various people. The government must come, make research on that idea, and form policies for that idea to work. So therefore, one single person idea cannot be authentic at all, have authority to work, and it might not have credence except everybody play his own expertise, perfection on that idea to make it a worldwide accepted idea, then it can work. So one person cannot make a significant contribution towards improving the environment, although we all integrate our ideas together and polish them and have a standard frameworks of establishing it.
Thank you, David, Moses.
Yeah, I still want to say something concerning what he just said, that the UN was an initiation of one person. I want to disagree with that. Even though he was the only person that initiated the idea, other persons, he had to carry other persons along in order to make his idea a reality. So with him only, his idea wouldn't have come into reality. But with the help of other persons in the society, in other countries and in the society in short, his idea came into reality, and now people are enjoying it. So one person cannot make a difference.
Thank you, Moses. I think you wanted to say something?
But since the organization is formed and many people are working, that means without the idea there would be no organization. So that means that directly or indirectly an idea of an individual does help in making the environment better.
So I think Aya wanted to speak.
And if you take a look at the question, it says, "Can one person make a contribution?" That means any contribution. It doesn't have to be an organization or something big that needs a lot of people to work for. For example, as an individual, as me, I'm taking myself as an example. If I use a metro instead of using the car, I'm contributing in helping the environment, in living in a more sustainable environment. This action, if everyone thinks that my action is not gonna have an effect on the environment, we're not gonna go anywhere. So if everyone thinks positively about it and do what they have to do, everyone else will lead.
Thank you. Shabazz, please.
Yeah, I just want to address the general topic over here with the fact that I've seen movements which encourage people to sort of be good at helping the environment and reducing their carbon footprint. And I understand that most of those ads are aimed to be personal by telling people that one person can make a difference. But the fact is that ad is aimed at millions of people. So if it's successful, there are millions of people incorporating the same lifestyle that the ad promotes, and it needs those million people to be successful. One person might make a difference by saving a few kgs of carbon dioxide per year, but that's not really a viable change. It's not a change that can be seen in the atmosphere. Whereas there's still like 6 billion other people that are still choosing convenience over the environment, you need the support of lots of people to actually make it a viable change.
But you start convincing one individual.
Yeah, but the fact is that you need that support to actually make a change, a significant change.
Indeed, indeed. Jessica?
Just also supporting the fact that it's humans making a significant change. Over the course of history, scientists starting from 150,000 years ago showed that the world was actually a fully glacial world, freezing cold, fully glacial. There was no such thing as industries, or as far as we know, no such thing as industries back then to speed up the freezing process. Then about 130 to 110,000 years ago, it reached a hot period, just like similar to what we're experiencing now. So hot temperatures, global warming, that sort of thing. And if you look throughout history, this pattern has occurred with or without the help of human beings. It's only been since the late 19th century that the Industrial Revolution has come along and humans have supposedly sped up the process. But what the scientists have actually said is that within these changes, we are talking hundreds and thousands of years, or thousands of decades at least. Scientists have said that throughout these transition periods, it has not been a case of thousands of years or a few hundreds of years. They've mentioned that it's been years to decades. Now, years to decades, significant change without the help of human beings is nothing compared to a few 100,000 years or even a few thousand decades. And that has been without the help of human beings. So inevitably, we are reaching what's called the Holocene period right now, or stage 1. And this period is seeing us, much like in history, is seeing us reach the hottest periods that we've had throughout the world. So we can only expect that in the future, with or without our help, the future we'll see that the climate will again increase in temperatures and then go back to the cold age. It's just what history has shown us, and we can't argue with that.
Thank you, Jessica. I'm sure you have an argument to say something.